Hey guys, this is Andrea and welcome back to the channel. So guys, sit down and have a cup of tea with me. And I did a short while back about if your service provider doesn't turn up, ask them about what they have in place. And people are saying, please elaborate. So this is going to be a video on that one. So guys, what that is actually about and stemming from, and I had to delay this video due to needing to really do my homework on that one, is there is something under the NDIS called a service delivery guarantee. So that is when you sign a service agreement, you, your guardian or supported decision making person entering into a legal agreement, and the service provider is entering into a legal agreement that they will provide you with reasonable and adequate support. I know in my agency that I'm exiting out of, if you don't use the whole shift, they have a system of what's called banking. So if you need to go home early, if you don't have anything to do, you can bank that time and use it later, instead of having to use the time or lose it, putting yourself in a difficult financial position, having to essentially entertain the support worker or having them entertain you when that's not an effective use of their time. And so, however, if a support worker doesn't turn up and you have not been communicated with, so guys, this is the key here, if you have not been communicated with, the support, because there is that delivery of service guarantee, they can actually then be held accountable for why they did not turn up. Support workers, there are things that happen, shifts run over. People have emergencies, people have mental health crises, people get stuck in traffic. I'm not saying about these are everyday occurrences that happen within jobs, within normal lives. But I'm talking about if you're ready and waiting and there's no courtesy phone call, you have to follow up with the agency. They are not fulfilling the terms of obligation of service under that delivery of service guarantee. So therefore they are liable. They then need to either find a replacement support worker, which is option 1, to fill that shift in another time, or to not claim for those hours. And so guys, this is where keeping on top of your money and your plan money is so important, because a lot of providers, not saying all, but a lot of providers do have automated systems in place. I've been in situations where it has been half an hour into the shift before someone has even remembered to ring and tell me that their support worker is not turning up. So that is a direct breach of the service delivery guarantee. And so this is where your choice and control comes in, that if you're not happy with a support provider in the way that they're delivering service, particularly community access service, you have every right to serve out the terms of your service agreement and move. However, as I've said in the previous videos, make sure you move in the right way. So don't just burn your bridges. Do your exit interviews, serve out your terms of service agreements, put it in writing so they can improve. They need that feedback to be able to improve their services. And this is where I keep reinforcing, saying do your homework. If you have access to the internet, really do your homework as well, because this provider was stunned that I actually knew the laws. I have to, because I'm recording and putting it out into the public domain, onto YouTube, on the blog. And so if you're changing support agencies, you need to be aware of their service agreements, what's included, what isn't, what they will pay out back into your plan out of those banked funds, how far in advance or how far behind they invoice. Yes, I did say in advance there, not a mistake. So if their invoice is automatically set up, and so you can then challenge them because they did not deliver the service. So that's what I'm saying about that there is, under the NDIA Act, a service delivery guarantee. So that's where if a support worker does not turn up and you're not notified, that you can actually say to the agency, okay, well, where to from here? What is your policy? Are you going to make up this shift? Are you not going to invoice me for this shift? Because some support agencies are still automate their systems, saves a lot of work, but you might be charged for that service when it hasn't been delivered. So be on the ball with that and check. So guys, this is just a bit of a general advice of service delivery, how to keep your providers on track. And guys, I don't want to paint all service providers with the same brush, but finding the right one for you can take years. And sometimes what used to be the right provider for you won't be in the future. So we need to take that in consideration. We also need to take COVID into consideration and any other terms as well. But if you're finding a support agency is regularly cancelling on you and has no protocol for replacing a support worker to guarantee service, that's a pretty good sign that they're running a pretty poor agency and you need to change. So I'm done a lot on what is a good and bad support worker. We'll be doing good and green and red flags in a support organisation in a later date. So please like, share and subscribe. And I do apologise for the audio in the last videos. I'm experimenting with some different equipment at the moment. So guys, if you can, please like, share and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.